Okay, so I think I'm gonna be tackling putting in a fan. The days are getting hot here. It's like the end of June, and it's been kind of like one of the final projects for the van is to install 1 or 2 fans and a skylight. So at first I was thinking back there. I definitely want to put a skylight over the bed, but I was thinking kind of like up there to do one. But now I'm thinking over here too, like up above the driver's and passenger seats. And if there were 2 of them, it's gonna get some airflow. So, yeah, that's the project I'm gonna be working on. I have to go get I have a saw, like a jigsaw, battery powered jigsaw, which is what I use to do most of this fan, but I'm gonna have to get a metal blade, I believe. So I'm gonna be heading to Home Depot to pick that up, and then I think I have to drill holes in the roof. And I ordered the fan. I have that. I'm gonna start with 1, and I think I'm gonna start over this one that's gonna be up here. And I have to climb on top of the van, and I have no idea currently how to do that. So I'm thinking maybe I can find something to park next to, and thankfully I have wireless tools, so it should all work out as long as I don't fall off. So all right, I'm gonna go get this metal blade for my jigsaw so I can cut a hole in the roof of my van. Okay, so I am back at it. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I have all day off, and today's the day I'm gonna do it. I'm motivated. I'm up and getting this done. So I did get the tools the other day. I got, like, I'll show those later in this video, but yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think I'm not gonna start with this one over here. I think it was just hot that day, and so I was like, whew, some airflow right now would be really good. But I think it makes more sense to start with the one that's over the stove, like where I cook. That just makes more sense. And we'll see how that one goes, and then go from there. And I've been thinking a lot about how to get on the van, and there's a couple people I might be able to borrow a ladder from, but I might just look into renting one too, see how much that is. And I think I can actually cut the hole from the inside of the van instead of climbing on the top. It's just the actual installation and like screwing the stuff in at the end. So anyway, here we go. I'm ready to get started, getting it done. This is kind of fun. So before, I think I'm procrastinating now because before I'm actually doing anything on the van, I went and got coffee, so mad I forgot to bring my to-go cup, like my own cup. I don't like using the paper cups, but however, I also got a tripod, which is kind of a crazy investment for me because I'm not really big into social media, but I am going to try to document my journey of converting this van and kind of like what this chapter of my life, I would love to document it and put it out there to help other people that might be going through some similar stuff that I've been through. Just, you know, big life changes and how to kind of make the system work for you, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I've had enough coffee to really go there yet, but I do know that I am determined, with a capital D, to put in this fan today. But I'm enjoying the tripod for a moment. So yeah, I went and got this $5.99 little tripod. I did my research. There was a lot that were like $35, but I went for the $5.99 one. And yeah, now I'm just gonna drink my coffee in the Home Depot parking lot. I decided I'm gonna look into renting a ladder. I think that's probably the best way to go. hopefully they rent them, and hopefully they're not too expensive. I keep looking at walls when I drive by, like, could I park next to that? And even over here, like where they put the shopping carts, I'm like, could I climb up on that shopping cart and get in on the roof? I don't think so. And I'm hoping that while I'm cutting the hole in my van, that like nobody thinks I'm trying to steal this car, or like it raises any red flags for anybody that there's somebody cutting a hole. I would do it outside my apartment, but I think I might need Home Depot right here to be able to like run and get stuff. Although I did get most of the stuff I needed, hopefully, just from a financial perspective. Okay, so I'm definitely procrastinating because I don't actually want to get out of the car right now to go see about the ladders. So before that, I'm going to show you the stuff I pre-purchased. I've heard from I think I've watched one YouTube video about how to put a fan in a van. Say that 10 times fast. Fan in your van. Fan in the van. Fan in the van. Fan in the van. Anyway, you could try that out. This tape, it was recommended. It's putty tape, but when I asked the people at Home Depot, they seemed to not know what I was talking about until I said butyl tape. But it's this. It seemed way overpriced. It was like $20, so I'm kind of hoping I don't need it and I can return it, but we'll see how that goes. It'd be worth it, because last thing I want is to have like rain coming in my car. And then I got this. This was like my own, oh no, this is like what you put around to seal. I'm trying to avoid saying the word caulk, but basically that's what this is. The stuff you put around the fan once it's installed in the van. So yeah, it's locked tight. I just picked one out, and I had to get the requisite caulk gun to you know, whatever, the complete set to do the deed. And then I got these blades for my jigsaw, and supposedly they cut through thick metal, so we'll see about that. So I'm gonna start by drilling the holes. No, actually, I think this is a great time to pull out the instructions for the fan. And it said, this is like the template, and so you put this on the ceiling actually, and then draw a line around it. And I brought my Sharpie in my back pocket, and so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. Probably like there. I'll get a better picture of that later. I ordered this off Amazon. It was the cheapest one, which I realized, you know, could be okay, could not, because it might be nice to have. I don't even know if this fan, it was $69, so I don't know if the fan goes both directions. It's just got this weird little switch that looks like it could break at any time, so I'm fingers crossed. So I'm gonna do this van first and then see how it works, because if this one goes one direction, maybe I'll get one that can go both directions, put over the driver's area. And this is the part that weirds me out, because apparently I'm going to have to do some wire research. Maybe it'll stick to my battery thing that charges, but I'm not going to worry about this part right now. Yeah, I'm going to trust that when the time comes and it's ready to like wire it up, that I'll be able to figure that out. I'm pretty sure I can do it. But yeah, so this is it. This is what's going over here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start drawing the template. Coffee's kicking in. Motivated, getting this done. So cool. Okay. Now for anyone interested in the tools I use, it's this Ryobi rechargeable thing, and there's I actually got my drill from the pawn shop, and it works great. It's got one of these. You plug this into the wall, and then there's a rechargeable battery. These things. You just plug them in, they charge up, pow, and then you put them on the bottom, boom, good to go. These work really pretty well. And I have this drill, which isn't like the heftiest drill, so I'll have to use the drill bits specifically for metal, but they're not bad. And oh, well, looks like I can drill the holes, but that I left the jigsaw at home. So there's a little flashlight. This was the pawn shop one that I actually never used this. Oh, it works. Yeah, so this and this came together. I think they were like $50. With the thing that really was cool for me was that it had an extra charger. So I have 2 of these chargers, and it had an extra battery. I was like, oh, I need that. I needed the drill and then that. And you know, it doesn't hurt to have another flashlight. This thing seems pretty high powered. Okay, so I went into Home Depot. Actually, I called from the parking lot and asked about the ladders, and they have some. Anyway, long story short, scratched the ladder from Home Depot. I text a couple friends, and one of them was like, yep, I got a ladder. I'm gonna go over to her house. I can work in her yard, driveway, whatever, use her ladder. I'm in there, but I had to come home and get the saws from my jigsaw. Oh yeah, this thing. Boom, ba-doom. Battery goes there. Here we go. I got my glasses on for safety. Yeah, that's scary. That means the rain could come through. I hope this all works out. I have to do another one because I gotta be able to put the jigsaw in and cut all the way around. This is a little crazy. Ooh, that didn't look good. Okay, this is like so loud. Yeah. So I'm back over at Home Depot. I'm actually here to return the stuff, so I want to feel kind of bad, but I'm just too excited to, because I went over to my friend's house and like started using the jigsaw and like cutting the hole in the roof, and it made a lot of noise, so her neighbor came out to like see what was going on. And anyway, he ended up like offering to like cut the hole with this grinder tool or whatever. I was like, sure, why not? Like, I'm not trying to make this harder than it has to be. Even though, you know, I take a lot of pride in wanting to do everything myself. I'm learning how to accept help and all that. I totally believe in teamwork. So, as it turned out, my friend and I went over, and it was this really sweet old couple, and they're selling their house. We got like a whole big house tour from the wife, while her husband, this like retired fireman guy, like installed the fan just out of the kindness of neighborly kindness. So I'm returning this stuff in Home Depot, and I want to be like, yeah, like blood, sweat, and tears, like hours later, woo, got my fan in, but I can't even do that because it all worked out. I might like bring them a pie later. Like, they were really sweet and really cool to like get the house tours all staged. They're like in the process of selling it, and they were all about like the camper van. I didn't even use my tools or anything. I still have to do the wiring, so I'm like determined. That's the fan. It's like pretty amazing. I didn't even have to climb on the roof. I didn't even like have to do that. I'm like flabbergasted. Anyway. And I'm trying to figure out like where to look on this thing. I think the camera is there, but it feels weird. I'm not sure. And I want to like look at the camera, but then I want to like look and see, am I looking in the camera? But then when I do that, I'm like not looking in the camera. Anyway. Yeah. So that's the current progress. I think I'm pretty close to like actually completing my my fan today, and that's amazing. Yeah. And it was just like really cool, like, you know, like people can be really really kind, and I just love the unexpected kindness from people you don't even know. Yeah, it warm in my heart. Okay, so finishing touches here. So this thing I have had for the van, it's like what my battery pack is that hooks up to the little socket. It's got all these options like 12 volt kind of things, and what's cool is eventually I'm going to get solar panels for this, and those will recharge this, but for now I can charge it off the cigarette lighter, and or like bring it into my apartment, and it's got like this thing that charges. So apparently, according to the person that helped me with installation, I should be able to connect the ends of the wires to this thing from AutoZone, and yeah, like I'm gonna like get a little of this done, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to open this. These things are notoriously difficult. Well, that was actually not as hard as I thought. Just took a little slice and dice to it. But I guess this should plug right into this DC part. And I'll hook up the ends. Moment of truth. Hopefully the fan turns on. I don't know if I need any like fancy tape or anything. It says that the black is the positive end, so I'm going to match it up with the one over here, which actually is the white one. I might need like a razor blade to like get the, you know, expose a little more of the wire to connect it, but I'm just gonna try this for now just to see if it works. Or not. And then maybe I can plug this in. That's the grounding wire, the positive. I mean the negative. I'm gonna fiddle with this for a minute. Okay, so I kind of like splice the wire, I guess, or I'm trying to splice the wire, but I got some of the coating off, and now I'm gonna like, hopefully there's a current or a charge that should do the trick. And then I'm gonna plug this end into here. Lock point, I'm not sure. I'm turning this on, and I should be able to. Okay, this is not a good sign. Oh, I think I have to turn these on. Whoa! Okay, we have action. It's a little noisy. This is super exciting. It's definitely noisy, but I mean, you could probably just hear it turn on. We've got airflow. Okay, I might need a little help with this situation, like with some electrical tape, but oh, this is really exciting. And now, hold on. I'm just gonna sit back and admire my work for a little bit. Well, I can't even take all the credit. Yeah, that normally lives under there, so I'm gonna see if it goes the other direction. It definitely feels like there's some air coming in. Oh my gosh, and it goes both directions. I was worried about that. So now it's pulling air out. So I'm really excited about this fan being done. And I just have to say, it went much more smoothly than I could have imagined, thanks to the kind generosity of my friend's neighbor and his wife and their hospitality. And I'm just pretty excited, feeling positive. So I don't know if this helped or not. I'm gonna put this one up. Hopefully it'll help with somebody's van build, or just see, like, I don't know, I can't even say, because like maybe you too can randomly enlist the kindness of strangers and get your fan in your fan. I mean, shoot, I believe anything's possible. But yeah, hopefully it helped. And this is the journey, you know. And thanks for watching.